Are you struggling to be heard? But you can sing or you can dance. You can play any instrument, but you've really got no chance. You don't worry, you're about to blow.
We're so thankful to God for bringing us back here this week on Artist and Lyrics program. My guest today is Oluwafumike Oniyelu. We are still hearing on MZ Radio London every Thursday, 7 through 7:30 p.m. London time.
And lyrics.
Today we shall be talking about my guest song titled Ope Yo, which means God is worthy of our praise. My sister, welcome to Artist and Lyrics program. We would like you to greet our audience in song.
Okay. Sí ọba ayérayé, àìkú àìtí àìṣá. Sí ọba ayérayé, mo mọ̀ pé mi wá o. Ọba ayérayé, ọpẹ́ yẹ ọ́.
Thank you so much for that beautiful song. So please tell us your name. We just want to know everything about you, as much as you can tell us on this program.
My name is Oluwafumike Oniyelu, and music is a thing that I would say I was born into it. My dad and my mom were not musicians, but my family is. Because mo gbìyànjú láti sọ ni pé ibi tá a bí mi sí gẹ́gẹ́ bí ilé onígbàgbọ́, gbogbo àwọn ẹ̀gbọ́n mi, they are members of the choir. Èmi náà, I grew to be like a choir because tó bá ti ń dàgbà wọn láti fi ẹ́ síbi kan pé service, my parents believe in service. Ó ní láti máa ṣiṣẹ́ nílé Ọlọ́run gẹ́gẹ́ bí ọmọ kékeré kí ni ohun tí mo lè ṣe láti contribute sí ilé Ọlọ́run. That is the way my parents built every of our children. So we are always like a member of the choir. If we are not, we have some people in the prayer warrior. We get to do something in the church every time. So I've been used to like singing, and that is how this journey started. But along the line, I know there's a special thing, but I'm somebody that doesn't really take something like that serious, because I just believe that, oh, this is a voice, you can sing, just sing. But I know there's something more to it. But when I was in the Polytechnic sometimes back, I had people calling me. I said, did anybody ever tell you that you might eventually be like an evangelist or something? I don't want to hear it, because I know I have voice, I want to sing. But talking about being an evangelist is not my calling, because I know it's good. But now that I'm older, I understand the fact that being an evangelist doesn't mean like you have to be a pastor or you have to be a certain minister in the church, because that is what we are all called into as a child of God. Iṣẹ́ tá a gbélé gbogbo wa lọ́wọ́ ni pé sọ pé ẹ lọ sí gbogbo ayé, ẹ lọ wàásù ìyìn rere. Ó wá depend the way tó fẹ́ fi wàásù rẹ̀, either nínú orin kíkọ tàbí nínú ìwàásù fáwọn ènìyàn. Nítorí tó bá ń kọrin wàá máa sọ ní láti máa reference ẹni tó gbéṣẹ́ fún, which is God, which is Jesus. So that is when I started like understanding that. So but like 2-3 years ago, I had a friend that called me and said, oh, I had a dream about you that you were doing this. Then I said, well, I've had like times that I've composed songs, but I've not done anything about it. She said, try and do something about it. So I more download app on Lori Google app that has like a music that you can play and sing to, which I did, and I uploaded it on YouTube. Like, okay, I already did something and I moved my mind. But like 2 years ago, my mind is not like because I think it is high time that I started doing something about this thing. So that was when I released the first song that I released like 2 years ago, Ologomimo. So, and last year, God has helped me that I was able to release the Okweyo. And before the end of this year, there's something on the way that eventually God is going to help me to release. One thing that I will say that, like that year that I told you like 3 years ago that I embraced like singing, something happened in my church. There was somebody that said, okay, we can sing as a choir. So I volunteer as a choir because it's a passion. It's one thing I want to develop about myself. So my choir master goes like, I want all the choir to come for this. So we started doing rehearsal. We wanted to put song out there. The song we eventually did is on YouTube, YouTube. So we started doing the song, and eventually when we wanted to do recordings, many of them were not coming. So it remains just me and the choir master. So we were doing the recording like a personal thing in the church. So after we recorded everything, he said, oh, I was going to put this out there for me and you on name. I said, no, please don't do that. We said choir, not me and you. This is not our job. This is going to bring the name of the church up. Put the name of the church. But eventually, I don't even know when he uploaded, somebody just called me and said, Oluwafumike, your name is on the Kinekon, that you are like going after this person to mess up his family because you guys had a song together. I just feel like, what? That is strange. I just did a song out of the fact that I want to be a part of this. I wasn't after the family. I wasn't after the man. I'm a married woman. I have my own husband. So I wouldn't do something like that. But eventually, everything was just like a yam scatter pepe or whatever Nigeria people call it. So I was discouraged. Like, I had to call the person's wife out. Like, auntie, you know that what you were saying is not what you're supposed to be saying, because this is wrong. Everybody's supposed to be part of this thing. I know you sing. You no longer come to our church, but the everybody that is in the church, we're supposed to. Everybody had a tight schedule. But I was going there. I sing all the parts for backup, and now you were saying, "Oh, you should know that if this person even like me as a person, I don't have anything going with him, because my husband know that I'm here every time that I come for the rehearsal, every time I come for the recording." So the thing goes to the extent that the person was posting me on our Facebook pages, and people started calling me from everywhere. Oh, we heard that you are sleeping with this person. That is why he allow you to record with him or something. I go like, no, I am not. There's nothing like that. And you guys, many were saying, I know, but can you just move away from this person for a while so that we can calm this storm? So, well, because of the husband that I have, because my house will be like my family. But because he really trusted that, oh, my wife will not do this, I know that you are doing it because you are passionate about it. So eventually I had to move from that church because of that thing that happened. But the song that we did almost like 4 or 5 tracks, is on the YouTube. Even I begged the person that, please, can you cool down the music so that you can have peace in your home? I am not seeking popularity. I cried over this thing. This thing is continuing more than 2-3 years, but I just thank God that God helped me, that I was able to release my own tracks by the grace of God. Even when I released the maybe first one or the second one, I had that the wife still go off on the husband and goes like, oh, you are the one that helped out to release this, because you think I cannot do it. Thank God I have other people that did it. Not the person. So that was like a big blow on me, like, oh, I don't even want to do this. I don't even want to be part of this. I just even want to get out of it. I don't want to be part of it. But one thing that somebody told me was like, if this person keeps shining and puts you behind, you don't want to do the work of your father, you better pick up and start doing what God has called you to do, and don't allow this person to hold you back and stop you from doing from fulfilling the purpose of God for your life. I think that was the biggest blow of my life that I had then. But I thank God that God has proved himself in my life.
Oh, thank you so much for sharing your background with us and a little bit about your history and where you're coming from. And can we just talk about your current song, which is Opayo, which means in English that God is worthy of our praise. You know, part of the song that strikes my mind is where you said, if not for you, where would I be today? And to me, it seems like that is coming from a deep thought. You see? Could you share with us what is actually going on around you when you were writing this song?
Well, the time I was writing this song was sometimes early last year. I was just thinking about my life, things that I've passed through. Talking about it, I'm not even supposed to be alive today, because this is something that happened mainly in my life that should have taken my life. Yeah, like when I had my baby, the first, like my twin, the first babies that I have. Immediately I have the babies, I was fine because I was in Nigeria. Mo ti bímọ tán, mi ì tiẹ̀ any problem, mi ní any complication, even though ọmọ yẹn tètè mú mi mo wà in labour for like almost 6-7 hours before I had both of them. But Yorùbá máa sọ pé Ọlọ́run má jẹ́ ká ti ojú òun dé ojú ikú. So I was already like resting, and from there, I don't know who came in and saw that I was gasping for life. I don't even know. I woke up like it was like Easter season. Látijọ́ Friday ni mo ti bí ọmọ, mo lajú lọ́jọ́ Sunday in hospital because mo kò ṣàbọ̀tà àwọn sọ pé kó àjíǹde o. I was like from a fainted far away. And I told God I will always testify concerning this everywhere in my life because I'm not supposed to be here in the first place. Never. I should have been like, they will say, well, did they schedule for forgotten? But I am here. And eventually, after all that happened, alone to revive me while alive, my family went through a lot. That even to eat was a problem with the kids, with that 2 kids. But how God changed me, my story, how it turns me around, like from somebody that will be working with kids and moving around and crying around, like, God, am I going to survive this? Am I going to even be a better person? Is my life going to be better with this situation in Nigeria? Even though you go to school, you cannot get work. You have to reduce your age because you're looking for work. It was like so difficult that I feel like, God, I don't know how my life is going to end. I just pray that I'm not going to serve my mate, but God is faithful. God is faithful that He just, every time I think about it, when I even drive a car, I will say, oh, am I the one driving this car? When I'm even like anything, I just look at, is this me? God, every day I have the reason to just look up and say, God, I just appreciate you because this can only be you.
So thank God for your life. What would you like to say about this program?
Oh, well, I would say that I appreciate that God is using you for this because to be frank, it's a good thing that you were doing because many people are out there that we don't know how to put our voice out there and say, oh, okay, me too, I'm part of the society. And this is an opportunity for people that God has put something in their mind to come out here and say, oh, me too, I'm part of it. We can work together. This is the work of God. This is not a job to promote ourselves as an individual. This is a time that we can work together even to fall down the kingdom of the devil and at least sing together, go out together for people that are even going out there to preach, be part of them to say, okay, we are one, we are doing this for God, not promoting self. And this is whereby we have come that we are not promoting self, but we are promoting God on this program.
Thank you so much for that comment. We really appreciate your coming on Artist and Lyrics program, and we believe that next time when we invite you, you will definitely honor our invitation. Ẹ̀yin èèyàn wa, níbí báyìí la ó fi àdàgbà ètò yìí rọ̀ sí lénìí, la ó ti máa sọ pé ó tún di ní ọjọ́ mẹ́jọ nígbà tí èmi àti ẹnìkan tá ó tún jọ wá sórí ètò yìí. Èmi náà ni Kunle Major tí gbogbo yín mọ̀ sí Àbíkẹ́yìn, saying goodbye and have a good week.